Good morning, everybody. My name is Edward Ornelas, and this is the Cryptocurrency Mastermind. So, for those of you, first of all, I just want to say happy Saturday. Hope you guys enjoy your day today. Go enjoy with your family. Go out today. Go do something. You shouldn't be stuck watching charts for a few reasons. One, it is the weekend, and during the weekend, volume is relatively low, right? Tends to be. But also because I don't think there's going to be a lot that's going to happen today with Bitcoin. All right. But anyways, so if you saw the title, you're probably saying, Edward, how is this still bearish? And anyways, so I was able to wake up this morning. I was able to analyze Bitcoin. And now that I'm, we let the euphoria or the excitement calm down, right? We were able to, put that aside. I was able to watch the charts this morning and kind of see something a little bit different. And let's talk about it, right? So let's redraw our trend line, right? That's always the important thing, the trends. And I was able to see something a little bit different this morning. Of course, as of last night, we were seeing highs at around $10,300. That's nuts, guys. But now, fast forward around 8 hours later or so, now we're sitting comfortably below the trend line. And on top of that, here's what I want to talk about in today's video, and that is, of course, the Ichimoku clouds. Funny enough, I haven't talked about Ichimoku clouds in this channel since back in 2017. I used to use those all the time when Bitcoin was uptrending, and honestly, they were my favorite. And you can see clearly why, because back in the day when Bitcoin was uptrending, the Ichimoku clouds were really good indicators of bullish momentum. I didn't necessarily use them to signify support or resistance structures, but rather it just told me that, hey, as long as there's green clouds, these little green clouds all over the place, that means that we still have, more upside momentum. I then, of course, go back and utilize the EMAs for my support structures, right? Anyways, so let me remove those EMAs really quickly. And let's go back to our Ichimoku clouds in present day. So back in February, throughout pretty much 2018, we had a lot of red clouds. Noticed that we would still be, failing to get above those clouds every single time. And for the most part, they enacted as a strong resistance. It wasn't until February of this year that we finally were able to break above those clouds right around this area. Suddenly now we were sitting comfortably above them. And throughout the entire run up that Bitcoin had, you can see that we had a nice bullish green, clouds to help us determine, that there's momentum, that there's still, a lot of upside. It wasn't until we broke that uptrend or that bull trend back in around August or so, right, that we had a confirmation of a break from that uptrend, that we began to have bear clouds again, right? These red clouds. And that is where we currently stand today. And this is what I want to talk about, right? Is that for me, I'm still technically bearish until, and I kind of talked about this a little bit in yesterday's live stream, was that for me to be bullish, and I had drawn out its support structure, right? I had drawn out this 9,300 range. For me to be bullish, I was ideally looking for Bitcoin to consolidate and hold above 9,300, because that is where, again, those Ichimoku clouds, that is where they're sitting, and that would have put us above. But as of right now, we have a harsh rejection below those clouds. And so at the time of this recording, the daily hasn't closed just yet, right? So we have to wait at least another 12 hours for us to determine to see if, Bitcoin does get above that. So this could change at any moment. And basically, this is what I want to prepare you guys for, let's say tomorrow, Sunday, is that I want you guys to watch these Ichimoku clouds. I want you guys to see, do we close above this? Do we get above 9,300? Because if we do get above 9,300, then absolutely, guys, we are bullish. We are going, because at that point, price can develop and we can start, to uptrend. But as long as we are below them, as right now, right? right? So let's draw a trend line. But as long as we are below that red cloud under, let's say 97, 9300 range or so, right? Around this area, then technically we are still bearish. So it is going to be very close. You know, the next 12 hours is going to be, I guess you can say, a very determining factor. It's a really critical point for Bitcoin, and anything can change. Anything can change at moment's notice. But until then, technically, you know, we could still be in a bear trap. This could be a massive just bear trap, and Bitcoin could honestly retest this a couple times and attempt to break out. And maybe we could just see some lower lows. That is still a possibility. And I know I'm going to get a lot of hate for this, because, you know, as much as I would like to be bullish, guys, all I'm doing here is trying to give both sides to the coin, right? It's easy to be bullish. It's absolutely easy to say, you know what, we're going up. We're going up, 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 up. But we don't have that confirmation yet, guys. Again, we don't have that confirmation just yet. We need to see that daily close above 9,300, or in this case, as right now, around 90, almost 10,000 really. And then of course it'll develop and consolidate and we get above that. Until we can see the Ichimoku clouds kind of, you know, do something like this, right? Where they start to consolidate and hold above them, then, you know, then that's when I will be bullish. But until then, technically things are still pointing towards a downtrend. So, you know, I guess you can say the black sheep in the crypto markets, you know, while everybody is extremely bullish just because of this wick. See, a lot of people, they're not bullish because of structure or you know, technical analysis. They're just bullish because they want to be, right? Just because they see a huge green candle and they say, yep, that's the bottom. And that's not the way to go, in my opinion. That is not the way to be successful in this market. Everything has structure and has had structure now for the past, you know, since pretty much Bitcoin's inception. And you just have to find it. You have to find it. And as right now, my indicators and my experience is still telling me to say, to be patient, you know, to hold my jets and to wait until we get that confirmation, okay? At least within the next 24 hours, and to see, you know, do we get that daily close above or not? So let me know again, guys, do you agree? Do you disagree? And are you bullish? You know, are you bearish? Again, like I said in yesterday's video and the video prior, there's no wrong answer. At the end of the day, I'm not tied or emotionally connected to Bitcoin like that. I'm only here to make money, okay? And if you're here to make money, you know, make sure to give that like button, smash that like button, subscribe. And yeah, let me just hear your thoughts on that, okay? So I'll see you, of course, on the next one.